Now, we want to answer some of your questions that you've sent in to us over the last week or so. We did a full report recently on what happens to your ballot after you mail it in or drop it off. And it all centers around the ballot envelope, which has a special barcode that identifies who the ballot belongs to. And then your signature on that envelope, which is used to match your signature on file to make sure it really was you who filled out the ballot inside. But you still have more questions, especially about that signature, which is terrific. And we took some of them directly to Tim Scott. He's the director of Multnomah County elections. Our first question is from Joan. If a ballot is in question due to a lack of signature or whatever bumps it out of the initial counting process, how is the person who turned in the ballot notified? Is it by phone? If it is, what does it say on the caller ID? Well, here's what Tim Scott had to say. The county elections office will always send the voter a letter to their mailing address on file that will explain the issue, how to resolve it, and the time frame in which to take care of it. The letter will be on a letterhead and come with a postage-paid return envelope. Tim Scott also pointed us to a great resource for those of you in Multnomah County that have not sent in your ballot yet. Write down the information that's here on the bottom of your screen. This site will allow you to track your ballot and will alert you if and when your ballot has been accepted or if there's issues that you need to resolve before it can be counted. You can choose to be alerted through text, a phone call, or an email for this service. But Tim says this tool can help notify you right away if there's a problem with your ballot rather than having to wait for a letter to come in the mail. If you have not sent in your ballot yet, visit the web address on the bottom of your screen, multco.us/track-your-ballot. Doesn't cost anything, and it works. If you've already sent in your ballot, you can still sign up, but you won't get any notifications for this election. You'll have to wait for the next time around. All right, let's get to our next viewer question from Cheryl.
I just have a question on voter signature. I see that my middle name is in there, but then I accidentally signed it without my middle name. Is that going to be a problem?
It sounds like Cheryl's talking about her middle name that's on the ballot addressed to her, but she only included her first and last name when she signed the outside of the ballot. Well, here's Tim Scott's response. No, this will not be an issue. We will likely be able to match your first and last name if you omit your middle name. Good news there. And now to a similar question from Margie.
What I wanted to know is if you don't spell out your middle name, and that's what they have on your ballot when you do your signature, if you put just a D instead of David for your middle name, does that void your ballot or not?
Great question. Pretty sure I've done that. Tim says this, it does not void your ballot. We will still be able to make a match on your first and last name.